All right, guys, good morning. We have gotten up from where we camped at, which was actually a place called Little Pine Flat. So if you're up in this area, there's a nice little camp area just right off the road with some nice pine trees, nice campfire ring and whatnot. We are on our way back out of the trail now. We're gonna take a slight detour and we're gonna go down a trail called Jolene. And it goes down to an old mine camp. I'm not sure if there's anything down there like cabins or whatever, but I guess we'll find out when we get down there. Looking at it right now, it looks kind of narrow, might be a little pinstripey. And I heard that there's an area that's kind of a shelf road. We're gonna go ahead and head down this one, and it'll turn and link back up with the Edwards Park Trail, which we just turned off of, and then we'll head home. So let's do it. Now, this is where I stopped and paused when I saw what was ahead of me. I wasn't sure what I was getting myself into, but I felt like I could do it, and so we decided to keep going. That was probably my first mistake. Now, as you can see, we've got a couple boulders up ahead. You can't exactly squeeze through the left side because of the bushes and the little embankment there, and probably going over the rock was not going to be an option for me, so I decided to go right, which is where most of the tire marks were already at. and we got very close to the edge here. I think I had the right front tire actually over the edge right there, but because of the rest of the vehicle was still on the trail, it obviously didn't slide down the hill, but we were able to get around that and keep going. And then this is where we are going to run into trouble. So I had to get out and look at this one, stack some rocks. Looked like some other people had stacked some rocks too, and I decided to go right. It looks like from this camera angle that I could have gone left, but I think on the ground when I was looking at it, the rocks on now our right side there were a little too tall, so I decided to take the same route that everybody else did. And so it got a little teeter-tottery for us because obviously I have independent suspension front and rear. So as you can see, the pile of rocks on the right hand side, which would be my left, right outside, I'm looking at them right now. I was trying to get around a rock with the rear tire because this car has a metal valve stems, and I have ripped one off before, and I was trying to avoid ripping another one off, so I decided to reverse here and broke something. I don't know what that was, whether it was CV axle breaking or something in the diff, but I'm pretty sure after this I determined that I had lost the front locker. The manual locker, or the automatic locker, sorry, was not working anymore. And so for the rest of the trail here, I got out and took a quick look at it to see if I could see anything that looked broken, but nothing really stood out to me. And then kind of walked ahead a little bit just to see what the trail looked like. In the back of my mind, I'm thinking the whole time, you know, there's no way that this could get any worse. It's probably going to get better. We should be able to just keep going. And I wasn't sure if I would be able to turn around and go back up that since something in the differential was broken. So we decided to keep going. Now this spot right here is where I came to the realization that the front differential was not acting the way it should be, because this simple little climb right here, I lifted one tire and it just spun. Normally I wouldn't do that with the front locker, so I was like, great, here we go. We're gonna have to try and get off of this trail with no front locker. So I was gonna rely on lots of momentum and lots of rock stacking. This is the spot that got me super discouraged. Now, stupid me, the whole time I'm sitting here pondering what I'm gonna do next, I forgot that I had a winch on the front of the Pathfinder, But at this moment, I wasn't thinking about that. So my first thought was, well, are we gonna walk back to the beginning of the trail and try to phone for help, or are we just gonna freaking send it? So I decided to go ahead and send it, and I did make it up this, but unfortunately I did not get it on video. This somewhat rocky climb is actually the last section of the trail. We're going to go up here and make a 90-degree left, and that'll take us right to the end of the trail. And I would love to do this one again in the reverse direction, so this would be the first obstacle that we would come across. But it's not that bad. It was a little wet, made things a little difficult, but I had to slightly reposition, and we were able to make it up. That is going to be the end of that adventure. Boy, Jolene was a lot more than I had bargained for, and I think the Pathfinder is broken again. I had to rely on the factory ABLS system and momentum to get off of that one. I cut out a big section of it because I was getting a little frustrated with how things were going, and so I decided to stop filming. It actually, the area that I didn't film actually wasn't that bad. It got better, which was good for my confidence. The first half of that trail is the gnarliest, like absolutely the worst. Let's not do that again. Actually, you know what? I would like redemption on that one, but we're gonna get some upgrades on the Pathfinder first. I think we're gonna do some upgraded axles on the front and get rid of the automatic locker and go back or go to an electronic locker. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys in the next one.